Welcome to the Temple of Grief. This next ritual iteration of the Temple of Grief is going to be dedicated to, let's just say, the phrase, no gurus, no saviors. No gurus, no saviors. So I'm going to begin by opening sacred space. To the winds of the south. Ooh, such a mama. Such a mama, great serpent, come and wrap your coils of light around us. Help us to shed our past, the way the great serpent sheds her skin all at once. Teach us to walk the beauty way, always seeing beauty, beauty in front of us, beauty behind us, beauty below us, beauty above us, beauty on either side of us, beauty within us, and beauty without us. Aho. To the winds of the west. Otorongo, mother, sister, jaguar, come into this sacred medicine space and protect us. Protect us from all intrusive energies and entities. Protect us from our own fears. Protect us from ourselves. Protect us from those who would mislead us into believing that we do not have power. Protect us from gurus and saviors. Teach us the way beyond death across the rainbow bridge and back so that we may walk our destined path with courage and integrity. Aho. To the winds of the north. Ooh, si wargente. Wiracocha, royal hummingbird, even amidst the thunder of the airplanes rolling by overhead, reminding of us our connection to technology. May we always be reminded to drink only from the nectar of life. And may we call upon our ancestors, heeding that call from the bones deep, deep down in Mother Earth, that all of our ancestors may share their wisdom with us. May we always honor you with our words and actions. Aho. Great eagle, condor, urubu, raven, Pegasus, all those who come from the land of the rising sun, the place of our becoming. Teach us to fly wing to wing with great spirit and hold us under your wings when we falter. Help us to feel that connection to Source, to all that is. Aho. Mother Earth, Pachamama, Mother Gaia, the one who always supports us, from whom all life comes, to whom all life must return one day. Thank you, Mother, for your loving embrace. Teach us to be grounded and connected to the earth and in Aini with all creation, with the plant people, the stone people, the creepy crawlies, the finned, the feathered, the furred, and our fellow two-leggeds. Help us to be the ones that model that right relationship so that all future generations may live abundant, joyful lives. Aho. Father, Sun, Grandmother Moon, and all of our Star Nation brothers and sisters, you who are known by 1,000 names and you who cannot be named, watch over us in this medicine space. Illuminate our pathways so that we may walk our destined path with clarity and purpose. Oh. So, I've been weirdly fascinated by these documentaries that are all over the place about cults in the United States. My son was joking with me, like, Mom, are you looking for a career move? And so I just want to, declare it officially on the record. I'm not looking to start a cult. I'm not looking to lead a cult. But I think one of the reasons I'm so fascinated by them is because of the way there can be these nuggets of core truths in what they're saying, which can be very beautiful and very empowering and very liberating and very healing. And to see the way those, strategies, things, words, phenomenon can be manipulated to disempower people. The very same nuggets of truth that are used to empower people can be used to disempower people and have power over them. I think they call it high control or high mind control groups. That's the official word for cults or something like that. But the thing is, I'm also, because of the time we're living in, guess what's another cult that has a lot of power in the United States today? Trumpism. Right? Let's just go ahead and call that what it is. And so why not take a few moments to understand what is it from the way these cult leaders are able to draw people in? How can we learn from that? And how can we become more conscious of the way we listen, the way we hear, the way we receive, the way we absorb, the way we perpetuate the things that are around us that we're listening to, that we're absorbing. Excuse me. So, the one that I got really fascinated with was a few years ago called The Vow. And then there was this other one called Mother God a couple years ago, and now there's this one called Breath of Fire. And the one called Breath of Fire was particularly intriguing for me because it's talking about the person who brought Kundalini Yoga to the West and the very problematic structures inherent to, inherent to how that all came about, right? It ended up being this sort of weird, sort of cult-like environment. The woman who sort of ended up being his kind of anointed one to take over, Guru Jagat, she ended up being also perpetuating these very sort of high control cult-like demands on the community. And to me, to look at the position that one could have of being a leader in the community, right? You would think that a guru or a spiritual mentor would be someone who is a leader in the community. And presumably that's how it all plays out. But a leader in a community that helps people empower themselves is, to me, what that's supposed to be. And so to use that very tool and use it to disempower people, to have them be 100% dependent on that cult community for their very identity and sanity and reality is, to me, just sort of the absolute contradiction to how to live a whole, healthy existence in life. And then, of course, I'm looking at how, the rise and the fall and the resurrection of Trump, like, what is that all about? And what is his draw? And, there's a big sign in the front yard of one of my neighbors that I think might still be up. Last time I took a walk, I think it was still there, and it said, "Trump, save America." Trump, save America. And I was like, okay, well, do we need saving? That's, I guess, the first question. Do we need saving? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Maybe we are lost. Maybe we are lost. And if we do need saving, why is he the one to do it? And what makes people believe that he is the one to do it? And so that brings me back to this whole question, and this goes back to, if you're familiar with it, the drama triangle. Once you play the role of victim, you are, unless you are consciously healing that, you are doomed to play perpetrator and then rescuer. People forget that rescuer is just as much a cycle of abuse as perpetrator and victim. So anyone who says, I can save you or I can promise miracles, why don't you put your spidey sense back on, take a look at your red flag glasses and your spectrospecs or whatever you have, your conscious antenna that tune you into what is your highest truth that is aligned for your highest good and the highest good of all. Because if we know nothing, we know that you cannot have the highest good of one without also having the highest good of all. When we are all better, we are all better. Right? It's a basic truism. When we are all better. So when we work towards the betterment of all and the highest good of all, we are elevating ourselves to that. So I think what I want to do now, I really don't want to talk too much, but I want us to go into, I'm going to just do some drumming and vocalizing. And I'm going to open my Wiracocha, my sacred energy field. I'm going to extend it over the community that is listening, whether you're watching, well, this is the replay. I'm not doing these live right now. As you are watching this, I am intending that this sacred energy is protecting you through time. And what I want you to do, if you feel ready, if you don't feel ready, please protect yourself and do whatever you need to do. But if you feel called to ask yourself the question and be prepared to hear your answer, focus on the question. Look, before I even pose the question, I'm going to get us all held safely. So the question I want you to ask yourself, when was the last time you gave your power away? And as you're reflecting on that, I want you to call in the energy that's going to give you permission and ability to just disentangle yourself a little bit from whatever it is that has taken any of your power away or limited your power in any way. That's what we're going to call it. And we're going to do that as I drum and vocalize for you. So you may rest, you may journey, you may meditate, you may do whatever your spirit feels called to take you to do. bringing your consciousness back to this place, this time. Breathing in and out, feeling the way the air fills your lungs. Feeling the air go into the depths of your cells in your body. Feeling the way your feet or your bottom are touching the earth or the chair upon the earth. Feeling that groundedness bringing you back to the earth. And we're just going to take a moment to make sure our energy centers are in tune with the earth. We may sit in silence together for a few moments. And as we do that, just feel the comfort and the strength of the earth as it supports you and guides you. You don't have to breathe at any particular tempo right now. Just find whatever is the most relaxed version of breathing for you right now, right this time, this place. You are supported. You are cared for. You are loved. We are here to embrace our whole selves. We are here to accept all parts of ourselves, even those we would keep in the shadows. We are here to calmly and respectfully accept and integrate all parts of ourselves, befriending the shadow so that it can be present in our lives in conscious ways, and we can be empowered with our own control over our own minds, thoughts, beliefs, how we operate in the world. And I will take a few moments to close sacred space. If you need extra time, feel free to take as much time as you need to get yourself grounded and centered and balanced and resourced. To the winds of the south, Satamama, Great Serpent, thank you so much for your presence in this medicine space. Thank you for teaching us to walk the beauty way and for teaching us to shed our past the way the serpent sheds her skin all at once. We thank you and we release you in gratitude. Aho. To the winds of the west, Otorongo, Mother, Sister, Jaguar, thank you so much for your protection in this medicine space. Thank you for teaching us the way beyond death across the Rainbow Bridge and back, so that we may walk our destined path with courage and integrity. We thank you, and we release you in gratitude. Aho. To the winds of the north, Siwarkente, Royal Hummingbird, thank you so much for your presence in this medicine space today. Thank you for teaching us to drink only from the nectar of life and to find stillness in motion, and to the ancestors who came into this medicine space and warmed your hands by these candle flames. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. May we always honor you with our words and actions. We thank you and we release you in gratitude. Aho. To the winds of the east, great eagle, condor, urubu, raven, Pegasus, all those who come from the land of the rising sun, the place of our becoming. Thank you so much for teaching us to fly wing to wing with great spirit. Thank you for being present in our lives so that if we falter, you are there to catch us, and that we may always feel that connection to Source and to each other. We thank you and we release you in gratitude. Aho. Mother Earth, Pachamama, Mother Gaia, the one who always supports us, from whom all life comes, to whom all life must return. Thank you, Mother, for your loving embrace. Thank you for teaching us to be in Aini with all creation. May we always model that right relationship so that all future generations may lead abundant, joyful lives. We thank you and we release you in gratitude. Aho. Father, Sun, and Grandmother Moon, and all of our Star Nation brothers and sisters. You who are known by 1,000 names and you who cannot be named, thank you so much for your presence watching over us in this medicine space today. Thank you for illuminating our pathways. We thank you and we release you in gratitude. Aho. So I wish you, I can't forget. I always forget this. My friends always tell me, you know what? Make sure people know how to pay you if they want to. So please subscribe. I would love to have you in this community. I am dedicated to staying here and keeping this Temple of Grief open. If you find that this work is supportive to you, if you find this work inspires you to your own soul's evolution, please consider donating a few bucks. It's a tip jar that works in increments of $5, so you can donate $5, $50, $500, whatever you feel called to. So that is the tip jar link right there. It's also in the descriptions. Please don't feel like you are obligated to, but if you feel that abundance in your heart and you would love to donate, I am graciously receiving those right now. That has been my challenge in the universe, is learning how to ask and receive. So here I am, asking and trusting that the universe will provide. So I think that brings us to the end. Thank you so much. I wish you great luck and joy on your journey. Don't forget to subscribe.